Good morning, Jai Hind students. Welcome to the digital platform of APS. Now this is Pawan Kumar. Today I will discuss about the topic domain and range of trigonometrical functions. You have already discussed this topic in class 11th. But we have to compare from inverse part or inverse trigonometric functions. So I have written this part here. This is the main part we have to discuss in this chapter, and chapter is inverse trigonometric functions. So let us start now from domain and range of trigonometric functions. Now student, we are going to start from the domain and range of trigonometrical functions. So see, domain of sin x, domain of cos x, domain of tan x. First of all, what is domain? The set of all possible values of x, the set of all possible values of x at which the function is defined is known as domain. And in other words, we can say the set of all possible input values in which we are putting, this is known as domain of functions. And domain of function or domain of sin x is real number, and the real number can also known as from minus infinity to plus infinity. Minus infinity to plus infinity, this is the symbolic representation of real number. So this one can be write also r is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity. This is the symbolic representation of real number, or mathematically we can write in set builder format or roster method. This is also minus infinity to plus infinity. So this is the domain of sin x, that is real, and domain of cos x, that is also real. So real number is that is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity, that is written minus infinity to plus infinity in bracket. We can write, or we can say, that is roster format. If we write in curly brackets, then it will be in roster form, and by special character this will be in set builder form. So this is the topic of class 11, but I have to explain only domain and range. So what is the domain of tan x? See here, domain of tan x is the set of all real number. Set of all real number, r denotes the real number, and real number minus means excluding, real number excluding 2n plus 1, because 2n plus 1 pi by 2, this is the odd multiple of pi by 2. When you will put n is equal to integer consider 0, then it will be pi by 2. N is equal to 1, then it will be 3 pi by 2. Means this result is odd multiple of pi by 2. Means what will be the domain? Domain is all real number excluding odd multiple of pi by 2, because 1090 means 10 pi by 2 result is not defined. And according to the definition of domain, set of all possible values of x at which the function is defined, that is domain. So at 1090 or n is equal to 0, when you will consider, then you will get pi by 2, and at pi by 2 means 1090, when you will put x is equal to pi by 2, result will be 10 pi by 2, you will get infinity means not defined. So what is the definition of domain? Domain says set of all possible values of function or x, possible values of x at which the function is defined. At pi by 2 it is not defined, so excluding part is here. All real number excluding 2n plus 1 pi by 2. This is the domain. Similarly, you know sine 0 value 0. See, cosec is the inverse of sine or reciprocal of sine. So what will be the domain of cosec x? See, all real number except n pi. N pi means multiple of pi, because you know sine pi value is 0, sine 0 value 0, sine 2 pi that is also 0, sine 3 pi that is also 0. It means multiple of pi result comes 0 when sine 0 result 0 and reciprocal not defined. So excluding n pi part from real number, you will get domain of cosec x. Next, what is the domain of sec x? Sec x फंक्शन किस वैल्यू पर डिफाइंड नहीं होता है उसको हम रियल से माइनस कर दें, रियल से हटा दें. सो सी, domain of sec x that will be all real number, set of all real number excluding, हमें उसी नंबर को एक्सक्लूड करना है जिसपे इस फंक्शन की वैल्यू नॉट डिफाइंड होगी. इट मींस यू नो cos 90 value that is 0 and the sec 90 will be not defined. So similarly 90 means this is odd multiple of pi by 2 such that n belongs to integer. n हम इंटीजर कंसिडर करते हैं और n belongs to integers के लिए ये रिजल्ट odd multiple of pi by 2 मिलेगा. Then we will subtract this part from real number. So domain of sec x will be all real number excluding 2n plus 1 pi by 2 such that n belongs to integer. Now say cot x domain. What is the domain of cot x? See, set of all real. अब domain x किस पॉइंट पर डिफाइंड नहीं होता, किस वैल्यूज पर डिफाइंड नहीं होता? You know 10 90 value infinity and 10 0 value 0. So cot 0 will be not defined. So multiple of pi number at which cot x is not defined. So set of all possible real number excluding multiple of pi such that n belongs to integer. The function is this part is the domain of cot x. So see, so student, this is the domain and range. Range is the output possible values and domain is the all possible input values. This is the input values, this is the output values. So this is the domain and range of trigonometric functions. This is the domain and range of trigonometric functions. So now we are going to discuss domain and range of inverse trigonometric functions. So see here, domain and range of inverse trigonometric functions. So inverse of sin x, that is sin inverse x, similarly cos inverse x, tan inverse x, cosec inverse x, sec inverse x, cot inverse x. So what will be its domain? From -1 to +1, this is the domain, and between -1 to +1 the function is defined. When you will put x is equal to -1 to +1, the function will define. So this is the domain, and range is the possible output values of this function. So it will comes from -pi by 2 to +pi by 2. So this is the domain and range of sine inverse functions. Similarly, second point, that is cos inverse x. So domain of cos inverse x, that is also from -1 to +1. -1 to +1. -1 to +1 means when you will put x is equal to between -1 to +1 or from -1 to +1, the result will get 0 to pi, from 0 to pi. So this is the possible input values, all possible input values between -1, from -1 to +1, and this is all possible output values for cos inverse x. So this is the range. Similarly, what is the domain of tan inverse x? That is minus infinity to plus infinity. Minus infinity to plus infinity is the domain of tan inverse x. Minus infinity to plus infinity is the domain of tan inverse x. So this is the real number. From minus infinity to plus infinity in open interval. This is the closed interval, this is the open interval. And what is the range? Range is, means when you will put from minus infinity to plus infinity values at the place of x, you will get the result is between minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So this is the possible outcomes when you will put at the place of x, that is from minus infinity to plus infinity values. So this is the range. Similarly, cosec inverse x. Cosec inverse x is the inverse of cosec x, and its domain is from minus infinity to minus 1 in semi-closed interval, or union 1 to infinity in semi-open intervals. So this is the domain. You know, from minus 1 to 1, from minus 1 to 1, this is the range or domain of sine inverse x, and between minus 1 to 1, between minus 1 to 1, the function is, so range will be, range of cosec inverse x will be from minus pi by 2 to 0 union 0 to pi by 2. This is possible output values for cosec inverse x functions. Now see, domain of sec inverse x, that is from minus infinity to minus 1 union 1 to infinity, and the range is 0 to pi by 2 and pi by 2 to pi. You see in graph of sec inverse x. Similarly, cot inverse x, that's domain is minus infinity to plus infinity in open intervals, that is real number, and its range is from 0 to pi. Its range is from 0 to pi. Now student, I will discuss about principal value and principal value branch of the function. So what is principal value? So see the definition. First, the value of inverse trigonometric function the value of inverse trigonometric function which lies in its principal value branch. Principal value branch is known as principal value of inverse trigonometric function. So this is the definition of inverse principal value of inverse trigonometric function. The value of inverse trigonometric functions which lies in its principal value. This is known as principal value of trigonometric functions. So what is the principal value branch? See, this is the word. You have to understand or understood principal value branch. Let us consider, let y is equal to fx is a function. Y is equal to fx is a function. This implies its inverse and f inverse x is the inverse of given function. So let f inverse x is equal to t. Let f inverse x is equal to t. Then this is the domain part. And this part is the range or set of all elements that will be codomains. This will be not equal, this is arrow, consider, and this will be principal value branch. Principal value branch. So this is the format of domain and principal value branch. We are going to write every principal value branch of sine t ratio or inverse trigonometric functions. See here. Now say first part, sine inverse x. Sine inverse x, its a principal value branch such that its domain is -1 to +1, you know, -1 to +1. Sine inverse x such that x belongs to -1 to +1, or this one also can be written as sine inverse this function, -1 to +1, arrow. This result goes to -π/2 to +π/2 in closed intervals, and this is known as principal value branch that lies between -π/2 to +π/2. Similarly, cos inverse, its domain is also -1 to +1, and its value goes to between 0 to π in closed intervals. 0 to π in closed intervals. This is also known as the principal value branch. Third is tan inverse R. Tan inverse R means real number, and a real number we can write R, or this one also can be written as minus infinity to plus infinity. So minus infinity to plus infinity in open intervals, tan inverse, this is its domain, and this is also known as R, and this value goes between minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2 in open intervals. In open interval means this will be minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2 in open intervals. This is the principal value branch. Through the symbol you can write capital R. So you can write here capital R. So now come to the fourth point, Cosec inverse. Cosec inverse function is, what is its domain? Its domain is all real number excluding minus 1 to 1, means all a real number excluding means minus 1 to 1, implies what will be its range, and range will be its principal value branch. So minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2 excluding 0, this will be in closed intervals, excluding 0. So this is the Cosec inverse domain, and this is range. This is also known as principal value branch. This can be written in curly brackets also, excluding 0 part, because you know every element of sets can be written in curly brackets. Roster or set builder format always write. Now come to fifth point, sec inverse. Sec inverse domain will be all real number excluding minus 1 to 1 in open intervals. This is minus 1 to 1, and its principal value branch will be 0 to pi, 0 to pi in closed intervals excluding pi by 2, because at pi by 2 the function is not defined results. So this is the principal value branch of sec inverse functions. Now last branch or last inverse function, that is cot inverse. Cot inverse such that R means real, this is the domain. Cot inverse R, that will be means cot inverse domain. Its domain is real number, and its range will be 0 to pi. Check it. Its range is 0 to pi between open intervals, not in closed intervals. This will be in bracket. So this is the principal value branch of all inverse functions. Say here. Now student, see, sine inverse domain, this is range, and this range part is known as principal value branch. Means result is coming between or from minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. This is the principal value branch. Similarly for cos inverse x, this is the principal value branch, that is from 0 to pi, not between 0 to pi. Within closed intervals, you can say from 0 to pi, and between minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2 means excluding minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2 part. In open intervals is excluding minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2 part. Fourth is from minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. This is from closed intervals or between closed intervals. Minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, you will take from minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, excluding 0 part, it means 0. Now fifth is sec inverse, domain is all a real number excluding minus 1 to 1, and principal value branch is from 0 to pi excluding pi by 2 part. Similarly for cot inverse, the principal value branch is 0 to pi. So this is the principal value branch of all inverse trigonometric functions. Principal value branch. Principal value branch. So this is the principal value branch of all inverse trigonometric functions, and this is the domain part, and R denotes the real number. Now I will explain general principal value, general values. Say here, if sin theta is equal to sin alpha, then its principal value theta is equal to alpha, such that alpha is greater than minus pi by 2 and less than pi by 2. This is the principal value. General value that is theta is equal to n pi plus minus 1 to the power n alpha, such that n belongs to integer. This is the general value. Now see the student, you have already studied sin theta is equal to sin alpha, then a general value, you know, theta is equal to n pi plus minus 1 to the power n alpha, such that n belongs to integer. Its principal value that lies between minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2 in this given range. Similarly, cos theta is equal to cos alpha, then its general value will be theta is equal to 2n pi plus minus alpha, and principal value will be theta is equal to alpha, such that alpha belongs to, or alpha lies between 0 to pi. Similarly, for tan theta is equal to tan alpha, its principal value will be between minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, and its general value will be theta is equal to n pi plus alpha. You already know or studied in class 11th. So this is the principal value and general values.